volume. In fact, there is. Look, this is that gap that I said, wow, look at that. Now, the volume didn't look so egregious when you were back at that level, but it sure does now, right? It's huge. All right. So they're popping levels. They popped another level. Google is going to turn. This is a chart that's going to turn. You're in a speculator's trend following market, and you are now gapping to do highs on monstrous volume. This will fill. So to zoom in, if I were looking at Google right now, I would stop looking at Google right now. I would say the market looks like it needs to roll over. Therefore, this is a high probability position to short, not long. Quickly with FXI, we're going to look at China. It's going to be very fast. China has not done anything in a very, very long time. Okay, so China, here we go. Is anything going on here? No. This is are they testing these levels? I mean, look, you're going back 20 years here. That's not testing levels. That's a dead duck. Would I even go past this chart typically? No. Now, I happen to know fundamentally they're also doing poorly. But let's go ahead and look at China. I saw somebody post about it and say, "Hey, like, are we bottoming out?" And I don't remember who it was, but I'm gonna take a look at this anyway. Does this look like a volume bubble? It does. It does, in fact. There might be some promise there. Reminds me of biotech when we went through that last fall. They accumulated that thing, and I was buying it at sub $60, bailed out at 85. And it's since bounced around. I imagine China would probably do something like that, but China does not have the volume that biotech had. It does not, and it looks like they're selling off the biotech now. So I wouldn't look to biotech for anything special coming up. China does have a volume bubble, not like biotech, so it's certainly not going to move like biotech would. But let's see if it'll confirm that this volume that began somewhere around $28, $29 is buying, which I would assume it is. Because it fell from 56. Is this something worth doing? We zoom in again. Does the daily look like anything special? It most certainly does not. All right. Okay, we're on a 2-hour chart. There's some buying in here at this 2150 level. There's no selling. This chart's extremely gappy. You can just ignore the gaps in this chart. They mean nothing. They will provide you with no assistance. All right. I would just stay away from China altogether. It's not horrible. There's definitely buying at 2150, but there's no reason to own this right now. The S&P, the US markets are a headwind. Stay away from China. Google, if you asked my opinion, and it is just an opinion, do your own research, is a short at this time, long-term buy, intermediate term buy, in the next, few months, it is a short. I hope you enjoyed this. I know it went a little longer than I had hoped. But there is no way to do this quickly. If you've never seen or done this before, you have to have some background to even understand what I'm doing. Now, I couple all of this with a ton of fundamental research. I also couple all of this with gap theory. We didn't get into any risk management. We didn't get into any scaling, but I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to ask some questions.